bit different and I think a little bit fun today. We are going to do a little Christmassy video. I ran out of trip videos, so I needed something for Friday. And I did a little bit of looking online and I found something called the Holly Jolly Christmas tag from, I think it was 2014. And the name of the website is escaping me, but I will link it in the description box below so you can check it out if you want. She had a lot of different ideas for fun YouTube videos. And I am Christmassy today. I'm wearing my Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party t-shirt from 2018, I believe. I've got some Jingle Bell earrings in and some Christmassy bracelets. My Christmas tree backdrop, obviously. And I had some Christmas toppers on my glasses, but the glare was not cooperating, so we'll have to survive without those. But anyway, got the questions right here, so let's hop right in. Question number one, the first question is favorite Christmas movie. My favorite Christmas movie, hands down, is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. The old original Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Love it. Burl Ives as Sam the Snowman, swoosh, swoosh, swooshing through the snow and singing Silver Bells, and I love it. I just think it is the sweetest, most adorable little Christmas movie ever. So that is a must on my Christmas list. There are some honorable mentions of Die Hard and The Ref. If you know, you know. If you don't know, that's okay. But Rudolph wins for me for sure. Next question, are you on the naughty or the nice list? Come on. I am on the nice list. I mean, that's obvious. Next question, have you ever had a white Christmas? Well, I've lived in Minnesota my entire life, born and raised. So yes, I have had many white Christmases. In fact, mostly white Christmases. We do on occasion have a brown Christmas, and it's very sad. So white Christmas person here all the way. Let's see, do you start your Christmas shopping on Black Friday or wait until the last minute? Neither. I have already done half of my Christmas shopping, and it's not Black Friday. So definitely not a wait till the last minute person. I'm also not a huge Black Friday shopper because it's crazy. We usually go out on Black Friday, but just to kind of be a part of the insanity, usually not to buy much. But yeah, so I am definitely an early Christmas shopper. If you could be in any Christmas movie, what would it be? Honestly, I think it would have to be one of my honorable mentions, which is The Ref. And that is just because I would love to be a fly on the wall or a random family member in the corner who could just sit and watch all of that unfold and just laugh. So that's probably that. I don't really aspire to be in the movies a whole lot. Let's see. Name all of Santa's reindeer. Oh my goodness. Let me bring the song to mind here. You know, Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. Santa's 8 reindeer and Rudolph? That's 9, so I'm going to say I got it. Comment below if I was wrong and missed one. When does your family put up your Christmas tree and who decorates it? So when I was a kid, I don't remember when we specifically put it up, but my dad would always put the lights on the tree, and I think my mom and dad would usually do like the breakable, like the glass ornaments and the garland and stuff, and my sister and I would help with all of the more sentimental, like fun ornaments. So we did it kind of together as a family. I feel like it was probably right around the last weekend of November. And same thing with Jason and I until recently. We always would do it the Friday after Thanksgiving. Lately, it's been November 1st. So it was November 1st again this year, or that week, and we put it up together. We've always had, I was just going to answer the next question. The next question is your Christmas tree real or fake? Our Christmas tree is fake. Growing up, it was fake. Jason and I have always had a fake one. We don't like to deal with the needles and the watering and all of that come with a real tree. Jason's family did have a real tree, I believe, when he was a kid, but we have always had artificial. Next question, peeking at gifts or be surprised? Be surprised. I don't ever want to peek. What a bummer to not have any surprises or any fun. I don't know. I just feel like that would just take everything away from Christmas Eve or Christmas morning when you open your gifts. I love to watch other people be surprised. I also love to watch the faces of the people who are giving me the gifts when I'm surprised by it. So yeah, peeking at gifts, not my thing. Show us your ugly Christmas sweater if you have one. I don't have an ugly Christmas sweater. I think I used to have a sweatshirt that was supposed to be an ugly Christmas sweater, but I don't believe I have that anymore. So maybe this year's project needs to be to go to the thrift stores and look for an ugly Christmas sweater. Maybe make an ugly Christmas sweater. I don't know. If you have ugly Christmas sweater photos, I would love to see those. Next is, if you could be under the mistletoe with anyone, who would that be? Of course, that would be my husband. Of course, he is the only person I want to be under a mistletoe with. Does your family have a special holiday recipe you like to help make? You know, we don't really have a particular holiday recipe, but we always make Christmas cookies. So in the past, when we were kids, it was my mom and my sister and I, we would always make Christmas cookies together. And then my sister and I kind of took the mantle when we became adults, and we've done it every year or most years. Now my sister has moved to Arizona, so I will be doing Christmas cookies this year. And Jason will be helping me, so we'll be starting sort of a new variation of the tradition, but someone somewhere has made Christmas cookies always over the years. So that's kind of been our holiday recipe, I guess you would call it. Let's see, are you a pro present wrapper or do you fail miserably? I fail miserably. I am hideous at wrapping presents. I use too much tape. I misjudge how big the piece of wrapping paper needs to be, so I have way too much, or I have a bunch of scraps put together because I had way too little. You will always know when I wrapped your Christmas present because it will look like a small child was the one who wrapped it. So definitely not a pro. Let's see, I don't want to miss any of these questions. Have you ever gone Christmas caroling? You know, I did only once that I can remember, and it was with a program called Pioneer Girls at my church. I think I was in elementary school. We actually went to a nursing home that was nearby the church, and I think we did a Christmas concert there one year. But the year that I'm thinking of, we actually went from room to room in this nursing home and did Christmas carols for the people, for the residents in the nursing home. And I remember it being really fun. I was too young to remember a whole lot about it, but I do remember doing it. I remember it being a lot of fun. And I would imagine it was quite a blessing to the people there to have, you know, all of these fresh-faced kids singing Christmas carols. Hopefully that was the case. But otherwise, as an adult, no, I've never done any Christmas caroling. Something that would be kind of fun, though. What tops your tree? Well, in here, I have a little red star on the top of my tree. In the living room on our big tree, we have a little white house ornament that's got 2 cardinals in it that we bought last year for our first home. I will insert a picture of that right here so you can see that. And that is what's our tree topper this year. We don't have something that's always our tree topper. We kind of go back and forth. I think last year we might not even have had a topper because the tree was too tall, but we kind of did some bending this year to make that work. But yeah, I think we might have had an angel for a while too. Oh, and when I was a kid, the tree topper was a paper plate wreath with green painted Cheerios on it and a red yarn bow that I made probably in kindergarten. That was our tree topper for many years on our tree when I was young. Do you make New Year's resolutions and do you stick to them? I have always made some form of New Year's resolutions in the past. I'm not a huge fan of them in general because I just think it's an excuse to make a list of things you want to do and then feel bad about it the rest of the year, because no, I usually do not stick to them. The last couple of years I've kind of gone the route of just a very few small, more broad type resolutions. I haven't decided what I'm going to do this year yet, but I would say that yes, I do generally make them, and no, I do not generally stick to them, which is probably the answer most people would give, I'm guessing. But and the final question is, you have been granted one Christmas wish. What will it be? I mean, come on, who can answer that? Who can answer what their one Christmas wish would be? Honestly, if I'm just going very practical, very just something that I want, my Christmas wish is just that all of my friends and family have a stress-free, lovely, fun, wonderful Christmas season. That is my Christmas wish. Last Christmas was very strange for my family in a lot of ways. So yeah, my wish is just that it can be a time that's blessed, spent with family and just enjoying all of the traditions and celebrating the birth of Christ. And yeah, just being just super grateful for everything that we were given this year. And yeah, that is my Christmas wish. So anyway, that was kind of fun, short little video, but just kind of fun to answer the questions. I would love to know what you guys' answers are. If anybody wants to comment, or if you choose to do a video with these kind of questions in it, or any Christmas tag question kind of video, I would love it if you would send me a link. That would be awesome. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope you have an awesome Friday, or whatever day it is when you're watching this. And Merry Christmas as we go into the Christmas season. Hopefully your holiday season is blessed. Stay tuned for a lot more Christmas videos, because there will be Christmas everywhere coming soon. Happy Friday.